Growing up, I often heard people say talent was something you were born with. But over time, I saw people pick up a paintbrush for the first time, struggle greatly, and still grow into amazing artists. That showed me talent can be grown, and I decided to grow mine. Nature has always been at the heart of who I am. I hike, I marvel at deer and tall trees, and I see the world through an artist's eyes. And at first, I wasn't good at art, yet I learned, and now I can paint, draw, sculpt, and design a lot of things. Except my nature art falls short of where I want it to be. So I've set out to change that. Here's how. This is really a story about transformation. It's about the magic of people having a desire and trying to make that desire a reality. I think one of the most amazing things about people is that we try. We try so hard. As babies, we try to walk and fall flat on our faces, yet that doesn't stop us from learning to walk. It hurts, but we get up and we learn to walk. I also think it's so amazing that we can have ideas, dreams, and visions, and we have the capacity to make those real. We build things, we design things, we make art. And I truly believe that there is only one difference between a child learning to walk and a person learning how to become an artist. They both try. I think the difference is in not giving up. So, how do we learn to find our balance and learn to walk as an artist? It starts with a goal, like wanting to walk and then attempting to walk. I want to make landscape art, mostly paintings and drawings, and to some extent, I want to be good. I'm not really sure now what is good landscape art to me. I know for some people it's something like, this looks like a photograph. And that's where it gets a little complicated for me, because I'm also a photographer. So, when do I choose to take a nice photo, or choose to paint or draw the scenery instead? I think answering that question will help answer what kind of landscape art I want to make. For right now, I know that whatever it is, I want my paintings and drawings to stand apart from my photography. Does that mean my measurement is it's almost like a photograph? Or is it's very abstract? I don't know yet. That's what I'm going to find out. My job right now is to try a lot of different techniques, let my drawings and paintings simply exist, and later ask myself which ones point to the direction of future creations. To help with that, I downloaded an online course that talks all about painting landscapes, techniques, supplies, color theory, and all that good stuff. I've been going through a landscape painting book as my reading option. Since I'm really more of a visual learner, I also saved a playlist of tutorials and live demos from my favorite artists on YouTube. I looked at landscape art in person to help connect the lessons from my course and see how other people use those same techniques to various results. And finally, I'm going straight to the muse and creating art out in nature, even if it's just the flowers in the Home Depot parking lot. Practice is practice. Which brings me to my next key step, practice. I tried to make this as accessible as I could and made it a goal to work on my landscape art for at least an hour or two total a week. This can be anything from sketching, a little bit of painting progress, watching the course lectures, or pulling over to the side of the road to get out and take some reference photos in between running errands. If I can spend more time, great. An hour a week is the minimum though. I find that so long as I'm balancing learning activities, like reading books or watching demos, with some sort of regular practice, I learn and improve a lot. Even minimal effort pays dividends if I keep up with it. The art I make today might not be what I call good art, yet it's still important for learning how to make the good art. It lets me see what I want to change and gives me a glimpse at what direction to go. For example, I'm learning one of my greatest struggles is creating a realistic separation of greenery so that myself and others can tell the shrub apart from the trees. A lot of this has to do with learning color mixing, values, mark making, and brush control, and probably a whole lot of other stuff I have yet to figure out. But because I started, I now know I need to work on this. I'm giving myself permission to be a beginner again, to just make all the art and let it exist. Whether it is good or bad is less important than just existing right now. Future Kristen can look back on all of this and start to sort out which art I want to make more of and which I don't. And that's actually a more helpful way to look at it, to ask myself which is the art I want to make more of and which is not. So it's never really about what is good art and what is bad art. It's all about finding out what kind of art I want to make more of. I think learning art is a lot like learning how to hike in nature. You start with really easy, short hikes, and as you get stronger, you can unlock more trails, see more vistas, witness more plants and animals, and grow a deeper appreciation for nature. I think it's the same for art. The difference is in the trying and not giving up. If nature and art has taught me anything, it's that talent can be grown. And I think that's maybe why I feel so compelled to learn landscape art. Not only do I want to paint and draw my hiking memories, I want to record these life lessons I learned from art and nature in the form of paintings, drawings, and these videos I make. What about you?